guys, it's Sarah. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be telling you about my top 5 houseplants that I would recommend for beginners. We've all been there, or maybe you're there right now. Seeing that plant at the store or seeing that plant on Pinterest and Instagram and wanting it, but knowing most likely you would kill it. And I've been there. So these are the top 5 plants I would recommend to beginners, someone who knows nothing about plants. I will teach you today. As a plant hoarder myself, I've been through trial and error of different plants. I've experienced killing plants, unfortunately. I have killed plants before, it's gonna happen. Don't beat yourself up about it. Or mistreating plants, not giving them the correct amount of light, overwatering, underwatering, under-fertilizing, over-fertilizing, putting them in the wrong soil, putting them in the wrong pot, not giving them drainage, etc., etc. It's all terrifying. Every plant has a different care, and how are you supposed to keep track? So what I would recommend is for you to start with one plant at a time. Get one plant, get comfortable with it, learn the plant, have it be thriving, and then add another plant on top of that. And then it'll be less overwhelming for you, so you don't all of a sudden live in a jungle and then all your plants are dying because you don't know how to take care of them. So we're just going to jump right in. These are in no particular order, although I might have a favorite out of the 5. I try to be non-discriminating on this channel because I love all plants. Right, guys? Exactly. They know I love them. So we're going to start with the obvious. The one and only Sansevieria, also known as mother-in-law tongue, the devil's tongue, snake plant, snake tongue. This plant, everyone knows about it. Because of one reason. It's a plant of steel. If you can kill this guy, you're honestly talented. Because this plant is literally made of steel, I'm convinced. There's no need to worry, no need to fear. You can keep it alive. I believe it in you. So its preferred light is medium, but it can handle low and high light situations. The only thing it can't handle is direct sunlight because the leaves can burn. So just stay clear of direct sunlight and you should pretty much be good to go. It can honestly live in a closet and stay alive. Not exaggerating. So one thing about this plant is it likes to get dried out in between watering sessions. So it doesn't like to have wet soil at all. I would put it in a high drainage soil, in a pot with a drainage hole, and let it dry completely out between waterings. It can pretty much be neglected and thrive. So if you're a traveler and you're going out of town all the time, don't even worry about it. It can go 2 to 6 weeks without being watered. But when you do water it thoroughly, have water coming out of the drainage hole, and you're good to go. So the next plant on the list is my Chinese evergreen. So I got this guy at Home Depot about 5 months ago, and when I got him, he was a little jacked up. He had some leaves with brownage on it, but what I ended up doing is just I cut off the brown leaves and then it started shooting out new ones. He's given me a lot of new growth. I have a new little tiny leaf right here coming in. This guy is unraveling, and one or two of these is brand new. So he's doing really well. I keep it about 5 feet away from this window right here, which is a southwestern facing window, so it gets quite a bit of sunlight. If it was too close to the window, its leaves again would probably burn, so that's why I keep it out of direct sunlight. I check this guy once a week for watering. Sometimes if the soil is still damp, I'll wait another week and just skip it for that week. But sometimes I check and he is pretty dried out, so I will water up to once a week. One thing about this plant is it's more of a tropical plant and it likes higher humidity. And I live in Texas, which is high humidity but not inside my house. So I do just mist him about once a day or whenever I remember to, and he does just fine. So next we're going to be talking about my arrowhead plant. This one is variegated, which there is non-variegated and variegated varieties of the arrowhead plant. And with the variegated varieties, or with any variegated varieties, you just have to be careful on direct sunlight because the whiter parts are very susceptible to burns. And this is a more tropical plant, so it does like higher humidity. I just spritz it once a day, or whenever I remember. Sometimes it's once a week, but he does just fine. I've had him for a while. He's given me lots of new growth. I actually found this at Walmart, which I hate that store. I'm sorry, Walmart. No tea. But Target's better. Since it is a tropical plant, I do end up watering it more. I water once a week or up to every 2 weeks, depending on how its soil is doing. The more sunlight this guy gets, the more water it will need. So if you have it in higher medium light, it will need to be watered more often. If it's in a lower light situation, it can go longer in between watering sessions. But I love this little guy. I have him here in a terracotta pot with a drainage hole, and he's doing great. I love him. Next on the list is my beloved ZZ plant. I could never find him in store, so I did end up ordering him online, and I was not disappointed. They can tolerate very low light settings, so they're a great low maintenance plant. He likes to be underwatered more than overwatered, but just whenever the topsoil is dry, just give him a good watering. I have him here in a pot with a drainage hole, and he does great. He can pretty much survive in all artificial light, so even if you don't have that much sunlight, don't freak out. As long as your lights are on like 8 to 10 hours a day, he'll do fine in a room with even no windows, which is scandalous. I'm not saying he would thrive, but he would survive. Just avoid direct sunlight and he'll be fine. He can survive in low light situations up to medium light. I actually ordered this guy from the Sill, which I'll put a link in the bio. I ordered a few plants. My next plant actually was from the Sill as well. And I love their plants. They come very high quality, minimum browning, just a great plant. So if you don't have very many local nurseries that sell this guy, I couldn't find him anywhere in any local nurseries, I ordered him online. So that might be a good option for you as well. I shop online for plants all the time. All the time. So last but not least is one of my pride and joys, my silver pothos. I got this guy from the Sill again. It's such a lovely plant. I love the variegation. It does like indirect sunlight, so a more brighter setting. Not direct sunlight, but indirect sunlight. So as long as the sun isn't directly shining on it, this guy will be fine. If it's not getting enough light, it will start to lose its variegation, so that's a good sign that you need to find a different spot for it. It loves a higher humidity. It would be perfect for a bathroom with a window. Unfortunately, my bathroom does not have any windows, which is sad. But again, you've heard it several times in this video. I just spritz him whenever I think about it, or once a day. I love that this plant trails. I think it's beautiful. He has another little trailing branch over here. And this pot is from Hobby Lobby. It doesn't have a drainage hole, so I just have him in its nursery pot. So I'll just take him out, water it, let it drain, and then put him back in here. As for watering, much like the ZZ, it likes to be moist but not wet or saturated. So whenever its topsoil is starting to dry out, I would just go ahead and give it a good watering. So that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it was helpful. I'm new to the YouTube world, so this is a little bit overwhelming, so just bear with me. I'll be coming out with a new video on plant tips next, how to keep your plant alive. If you like this video, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment on your favorite beginner houseplant. See you guys next time. Bye.